All right, for sure, man. What it do? What it do? It's the Hunnids Podcast. Your boy J Hemp.
B Soy in the building.
Hey, look, we in the building with a legend. I don't throw that. Y'all know I don't throw that title out there. You know,
Not too loosely.
Not too loosely, man. Brother been putting in the game, man. Not only is he putting it down in the game, but he giving back. He reaching up. He teaching. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. From Paper Soldiers, State Property 2, from a stage, worldwide, nationwide. Hey, man, we got the big homie, Big Chief. Straight from Harlem, Harlem's own, man. Smokey Suarez, bro. Thank you, brother.
What's going on?
What's good with everybody? Everybody good?
You know you the first ever guest to spark up on the podcast.
Yeah.
For real.
And
we real OG in the building.
These niggas be bullshit.
They do.
Don't know, they scared. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
They know what I do.
Indeed. So, man, tell the people, man, you know what I'm saying, exactly like catch them up with you, man, in case folk don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? What you been doing in this game, man?
Like now, since the pandemic done popped up, you know what I'm saying? That shit slowed everybody's career up. I mean, everybody movements up right now. But before the pandemic had started, we was in the process. We was filming my new sketch comedy show called Mixed Nuts. We was filming that, and I had just finished doing a new movie. I just finished a new movie called what's the name of this shit? What's it? Colorblind.
Colorblind.
Yeah,
right,
Colorblind. Nigga, I smoked up. We gonna do Colorblind. It's coming out in March. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that out. We got the cast is like a new cast, but they really good. They some really good actors. They got this little girl in there. She's a really good actor too. You know what I'm saying? So
all black cast or
black, Spanish, a couple of whites. It's
okay.
a mixed cast. Yes.
Cool. Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu.
Shit, get that money, man. Can we hold something?
Yeah,
man?
we trying to get a couple of dollars.
Hey, let me ask you a question. How does the game change since how's the game changed since things have converted to Netflix now as far as like the movie industry goes? Is it more profitable because everybody is, always on Netflix, or is Blockbuster better? Your opinion?
Blockbuster.
What you mean going?
Well, like like Blockbuster meaning like actually going to the movie theater, like seeing it in the theater. But yeah, no, Blockbuster. I know what you're talking about. We got a store called Blockbuster out here. They used to sell videos back in the day.
Oh yeah, we had that too. But I mean, right now, see what it is with Netflix is that Netflix is giving the smaller guy a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like the smaller guy I can't get a Blockbuster deal and to go in all the movie theaters all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
But Netflix will pay you like $60,000 or $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Maybe whatever your movie worth. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you that money to put out a movie, and then once you get that your upfront money and then your streaming money, you're very good.
So look, man, like you stay working. One of the things that I heard that you put out one time, you say you encourage younger comics to work as much as you can, hit as many rooms as you can.
Hell yeah.
How much of that is Harlem? How much of that work ethic in you comes from Harlem?
For me,
goddamn, bro, you get the Rona? Rona
that's motherfucker.
yeah.
For me, I mean, my shit always been from the heart. Like, ever since I started, like, my passion for comedy was, like, way different than a lot of comics. Like, I've been in love with comedy since I was a kid. Like, I was obsessed with comedy shows, comedians. Like, I knew all Richard Pryor's shit when I was, like, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? I knew all his material. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you love it that much, and this is what I always tell young comics, when you love comedy that much, it love you back. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a comic and just talk about you doing comedy and don't know about comedy. You got to do the research of comedy. What the fuck? What are you doing? What made comedy start? Where did comedy start from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who made comedy great? Like, I try to teach people and teach these young comics like the history of comedy because everybody just know what's funny right now. They watching Wildin' Out. They watching these skits and shit, and they like, oh, this the new funny nigga. They don't know about Richard Pryor. They don't know about Red Fox. They don't know about Moms Mabley. They don't know about none of the people who built the foundation for them to even do what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to put out there for these young cats. Like, yo, you gotta respect the elders. You know what I'm saying? It's like each one teach one for me. You know what I'm saying? When I started, niggas taught me that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping the flow on. Like, and the next person I teach, I want you to teach the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? They keep that whole generation thing going on in the comedy world.
So you take the Rick Ross approach to the game nowadays, because I'm a huge Rick Ross fan. but how he conducts business is always, yeah, I made it, but I didn't get here, solely on my own. I had my team, and I had people that, I'm bringing on now. That's good. I commend you for that. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people that get to the top and they don't want to look back down to bring nobody up.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, man. You from a different school. A lot of these comments that's coming up. Let's put it this way, man. I think it's a different type of dudes that's paid, and I think that there's different levels of resume. One of the things that you got on your resume, Common View. You were there.
Yeah.
How much of an impact did Common View make on your career, have on your career?
First of all, at that time, Comic View was like one of the main, most popular.
Yeah. We get you right, bro.
Yeah. Comic View was one of the main, most popular comedy shows at the time, you know what I'm saying? And like Comic View was taping like every year, you know what I'm saying? So if you did good on Comic View one year, boom, they gonna call you back for another season, you know what I'm saying? So you might two or three seasons of Comic View, so your face is on everything. And that's how your bookers was getting up at the time. Like people was sending you, getting on them road gigs. Oh, I seen you on Comic View. That's how. Matter of, you know what the funny shit? That's how I got Paper Soldiers.
Okay.
From being on Comic View, I did Comic View, my first season of Comic View, and I'm walking through Harlem. Me and my boy, another comic named Norm Ill, God bless the dead. So me and Norm walking down the block, and we see some niggas filming down the block. They filming Paid in Full. So we walk by, I'm like, oh shit, they filming. And I'm like, yo, Norm, let's go check these niggas out. They filming a movie. He like, nah, man, I'm gonna go home, man. Fuck that, man. I'm a little tired, man. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go check this movie out. Peace. So I walked into the block. And when I walked into the block, everybody was looking at me and like, yo, like tapping each other, like, yo, like whispering and shit. Like, yo, that's him right there. I ain't know what they was talking about because I ain't know my shit came on the night before. You know what I'm saying? My Def Jam set, my Comic View set had came on the night before. So when I'm walking through the crowd, like one of Dane's boys was like, yo, that's that dude. Money right there was on Comic View last night. That nigga mad funny.
Right.
And Dane was like, then I knew Dane from back in the day. Dane was like, oh shit, Smoke, you do comedy? I was like, yeah. He was like, word up, get out of here. He was like, yo, bring me a tape, yo. Yeah, I jetted out. I was going. Nigga, I was back there in like 20 minutes with the tape. Rah-rah. Dane was like, yo, give it to my man, yo. Gave it to his man. Next thing you know, like a week later, I got a phone call. And they was like, yo, meet us down on 50th and Broadway. Went down to 50th and Broadway, went to the office. Everybody was at the table. Kev, Capone, Charlie Murph and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody was at the table already. Jay-Z, like everybody was in the office. It was crazy.
So what did Dame have that, you say you grew up with Dame, you know what I'm saying, that he always had that hustling mentality?
Oh yeah, Dame is always, he's a Harlem dude. He's an automatic lifetimer hustler forever.
Yeah,
So that was the thing back in the day. Everybody had that hustle. Why do you think the younger folks of the day don't have that same hustle if they mimicking what they saw y'all do growing up?
I'm not gonna hold you. Like some of these young dudes got hustle, but they hustle is different. You know what I'm saying? Our hustle is more the streets. These dudes hustle is on the internet, doing all different kind of like technology shit to make money and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? And progressing off it, like doing TikTok and making, like there's little kids on TikTok making hundreds of thousands of dollars that you don't even know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. They hustle, like our hustle motivated they hustle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And now that it's a new day and time, it's more intensified.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Did the Roc, you know what I'm saying, take care of you? Because you were around, you know what I'm saying, what the game, the game said Dame Dash, that's who you want to look up to if you're a hustler. Jay-Z, that's who you want to look up to if you're a hustler. If I'm thinking these years correct, you back there with when state property hit. Because I ain't gonna lie, niggas from around here thought you from Philly.
Word.
When we saw you in the movie, you know what I'm saying, Paper Soldiers, man, like you up there with Kevin Hart and all that. How much game was you soaking up being there in the Roc-A-Fella offices, you know what I'm saying, and seeing everything that was going down?
Oh, first of all, it taught me a lot about business fucking with Dame, period. 'Cause Dame was on some real militant business shit. Like, he was dead about his business. He talked shit, whatever. But when it came out of business, Dame was like one of the number one dudes I know who put it down. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely taught me about business and then being around a lot of people in different kind of businesses too, because there was so many networks going on in there. You had Dame Dash, you had Aaliyah, you had Stacey Dash, you had State Property, you had Amino, you had so many damn people coming through that building. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. So you had to learn. You got to meet Lyle Cohen and them big rap agents and all that shit. Hey, what's up, man? They thinking you funny and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it, like, all I did help me out. You know what I'm saying? During
I got
my
respect
time.
for that dude, Dame, man, because to me, man, Jay can be as tight as he want to be. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect nobody, but there is no Jay without Dame.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Without Harlem, there's no Jay.
Yeah.
Right.
But during that same time period when you filming Paper Soldiers, man, I believe it was Kevin Hart's first role. But what sticks out to me more than that was that Charlie Murphy wrote this movie.
Yeah.
And you had a chance to build with Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
So talk to me about Charlie Murphy.
Yeah,
man.
Charlie was like one of my good friends, and like, God bless the dead Charlie. Charlie was one of my good friends, you know. Like, a lot of people didn't know Charlie wrote Paper Soldiers. People was like, yo, Charlie was in the movie. But Charlie was a great writer besides being a comedian and an actor.
You think he was a better writer than his brother?
Hell yeah.
Probably so, yeah. So on the movie tip, yeah, definitely.
I wonder, did his brother write some of those movies?
Like, his brother wrote, like, Charlie had something to do with Norbit. You know what I'm saying? He did Paper Soldiers. He did a couple of other movies. Like, Charlie got a lot of
Give me a Charlie Murphy story, man. Cause you got to give us one, man. The Hunnids, man.
One Charlie Murphy story. Let me get one Charlie Murphy story. Oh, we was in I think we was in Seattle, and Charlie had a chick in the room with him and shit. And my flight was like I had hung out. We had all hung out that night, but Charlie went with the chick and went in the room mad early or whatever. So later on in the morning, my flight was leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get to Charlie room because I forgot to get my money from Charlie last night, get my pay. Yeah. So I'm like trying to figure out, yo, I got to get to Charlie room. So it's 4:30, I'm knocking on the room. First time he came to the door, he's like, yo, Smoke. Yo, come back in like 30 minutes and I got you. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I went to the room for 30 minutes. Next thing you know, time flew by again and shit. Next thing you know, it's 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. My flight about to leave. I'm nervous and shit. I'm like, I ain't get my money. My flight about to come. Yeah. Next thing you know, Charlie pops out the door like at 6:30 right before my flight. Like, yo, Smoke-tacular. I'm going to book you on the same flight with me. You're going to come back and flying you back first class. He made me miss my fight and hanging out with a chick. So you
got that first class life.
I got that first class ticket back. What's up? Charlie was my guy, man. That dude was so funny. This is the really funniest story about Charlie. So when we was filming Paper Soldiers, we used to go to Charlie at Murphy house to write and shit. Like me and Kevin, me and Capone sometimes go to Charlie Murphy house to write. So Charlie was a real martial art dude. Charlie was with that martial art shit with the hands. He was really
fight
nice
for real.
on the low, for real.
All right.
He really practiced that shit. So Charlie was telling me and Capone about this old nigga named Walt. Mm-hmm. Walt was supposed to be like the baddest old fighting nigga on earth. The way Charlie explained it, yo, I'm telling you, Smoke-tacular, this nigga will crush your fucking head, smash your fucking brains. Like Charlie would like really, and he was hyping this nigga up. He's like, yo, matter of fact, I got a tape coming. He sent me a tape. It's coming up. So one day we in the crib and the fucking mail people come with the tape, with the Walt tape. So Charlie said, yo, the tape's here. Yo, come on, we gonna watch the tape. this motherfucker a bad motherfucker. Tell him to smoke this nigga kick ass. So we looking at the tape, yo, the first scene that came on, the old nigga in Walk is in the scene. The old nigga was with a young nigga, right? So the young nigga, first move, this nigga kicked the shit out of Walk. The nigga Walk flew out to the fucking screen picture. Yo, me and Capone was fucking crying. And Charlie was like, hold on, wait up, hold on. He gonna get it together. Wait. Yo, that shit was so funny. He pumped Walt up like Walt was the
Walt got his ass
Walt
whipped.
got his ass whipped.
Kicked in the fucking chest.
First scene, he got kicked in the chest.
Who's funnier, man, Eddie or Charlie?
Charlie was more funny on storytelling. Eddie's more funny on jokes. Yeah,
What about just in person, just natural, just being around
in
him?
person? I only met Eddie once, but naturally, Charlie definitely knocked Eddie. Charlie is just the funniest motherfucker ever.
And it's so crazy
Naturally.
because I don't think Charlie got the shine that he should have gotten in his career because he really was funny as hell.
Yeah.
But I think
He was
I think
working.
he kind of like stood in his brother's shadows, because Eddie was the man.
You know, what it was with Charlie was Charlie started stand up late. Like Charlie wasn't in the stand up. So Charlie started stand up after the Dave Chappelle show, like, and after we did Paper Soldiers. Like, matter of fact, actually, like me and Capone was like mainly one of the guys like inspiring him to do comedy because his fucking stories was so fucking funny.
Good.
He was like, yo, you should get on the stage, you know what I'm saying? So he always wanted to do it, and he just jumped up there and, you know what I'm saying, and started doing it.
You ever seen Eddie Murphy Raw?
Yes.
Stand up.
Yeah.
You remember the joint where the girl yell out? He like nigga like shut the fuck up, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
He was
What?
Eddie bodyguard. Yeah,
Yeah.
back then. Look, let me ask you this, man. I always want to ask. Well, ain't ask. I ain't never know I was going to interview you.
Yeah.
Dog, who idea was it in Paper Soldier to have Memphis Bleak saying all his bars for all his lines?
That was Dame.
Nigga.
That was Dame. You know Dame.
Publicity stuff.
Dame,
Who the
that was
fuck
a publicity
want what, nigga? Yo.
That was Dame. That was a publicity stunt. You know Dame always got to throw some crazy shit in the movie and shit.
Was it intense being around those guys? Like when you walked in the room, I know it was all fun and games, but when you walked into that meeting room and Dame pulled them specs up,
Jay.
Yeah.
and Jay was over there, and there was money on it. It was all business. What did that feel like? Because most people will never be able to experience that.
I mean, it was new for me, so it was like I was excited about everything. Like,
Was you
know what I'm
nervous sitting
saying?
in the room,
Yeah, I was
hands
really nervous.
sweating?
I was really nervous. I'm
Jay
like,
probably
damn,
over there
like,
eating peanuts, chilling.
Yeah, I was really nervous. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, damn, these niggas could change your life. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, that was at the prime of Roc-A-Fella. That's when Roc-A-Fella was friendly. But then towards like we did Paper Soldiers, then we did State Property too. Down the line, when we was doing Death of the Dynasty, the third movie, that's when Roc-A-Fella was going down.
So
You
you
know
were
what I'm
there
saying?
for that.
I was there when we was chilling, and I was there for the down.
Were you on?
You know
Let me
what I'm
ask you
saying?
this: were you on the plane ride when Bleak let Dame know that niggas won't fucking with him?
Nah, I was hell no.
What was the attitude? What was the atmosphere in the office when shit started to go down at the?
You know what it
Rock,
was? It was like Jay stopped coming around.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Jay started separating himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And he started to hang with Beyonce more. And he just, you know what I'm saying? He was separating himself from that hood shit. He didn't want to be around no nigga shit. It was like the white niggas got in his ear like, you better leave them niggas alone.
So did
Niggas
Dame
gonna
not
fuck
want
your shit up.
to? Did Dame not want to get away from it at the time?
Dame
Or-
brought
Get
over
away from what?
Cam, nigga. Dame brought over Cam. These Harlem niggas took over.
Yeah. When Dame brought with Cam, that's when it really sparked off. You know what I'm saying?
You
Jay
gotta-
wasn't around, and then Cam was like partner, so Jay was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's when it shit just got tight. You know what I'm saying? Even like when we was filming the movie, we would stop the movie because like Jay would disappear. We'll stop the movie because Jay would be on Angie Martinez talking. We'll stop the whole filming of the movie just to listen to this nigga interview to see what he was gonna say about Dame, because that was the big controversy. You and Dame breaking up, like what's going on with you and Dame? So everybody was like thirsty to see what was going on with that shit. So that it was just a crazy whole situation over there.
Let me ask you this, man. Since we talking about the Roc, man, the Roc days, man. So was you around when Beanie and Jadakiss was going back and forth on they
On they rap shit? Yeah.
What was that?
That
Talk about that.
That was the best. I ain't gonna lie.
All time, right?
I ain't gonna lie. Jada, my favorite rapper. So
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Beanie, my man, but on the rap tip, Jada, my nigga. Yo, I
Yeah.
always love Jada. Jada got that hood grimy shit. I always love. You know what I'm saying? And that right there was one of the best rap battles against two nice motherfuckers. That both of they verses was sickening. You know what I'm saying? They both of they shits was sickening at the time. So it was like it wasn't even no winner. That shit was like a tie. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope. Yeah, word up.
Damn, I wish they could have stayed together. Cam, bro, I feel like if Jay could have really got behind Cam, man, like
Cam would have been something.
that would have been stupid.
Yeah,
That would have been stupid.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
it was
man.
crazy. Dipset, because Dipset was on
Jimmy.
fire.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. You got your own comedy room?
Room?
Well, not room, but you do your own like your school, if you will.
Yeah, I got a comedy school that I do.
Yeah.
I got a comedy school that I do. When the pandemic had started in March or whatever, I had decided. I mean, I was already in the process of doing the Harlem Comedy Institute anyway. But when the pandemic hit, I didn't have a building to do it in.
Yeah.
So I started on Zoom with a couple of comedians or whatever. And, you know, it's kind of picked up. You know what I'm saying? I got to teach a lot of these young comics the real game of comedy. And not only the game, like the whole process. Because comics just thinking, I mean, young comedians think that you could just talk and say something funny and that's comedy.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, they don't understand comedy is a formula. Comedy is a process, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be witty, it's a lot of shit to it. It ain't just going up there saying some funny shit. Because you could say some funny shit in front of your friends and that shit work.
Yeah.
But when you get in front of 1,000 people, that shit ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to teach a lot of the comic structure. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I taught them the history of the game. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that to really improve them for their careers and stuff later on down in the line. Like a lot of the guys, a lot of the people who also was in my class was a lot of the internet people.
Okay.
The people who do the internet, because they got that internet flow already, so they want to get that comedy flow. You know what I'm saying? To get and it's good for them because they already got the following.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now all they got to do now is be funny and put some shows together and learn the art of really being funny. You know what I'm saying?
What is the Harlem Comedy Institute?
That's something I started a while ago. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like my idea to make a school for comedians, to teach them to get their comedy up.
So like with the school of comedy, like did you have to go to like a college to get certified to teach this, or is this? Just it's a crazy question. I don't know.
Been putting in years.
Yeah.
Listen, but even
putting
though
in work for
all right,
years.
I put this for prime example.
Man.
Lawrence Taylor was a hell of a football player, the greatest outside linebacker of all time, but he can't teach it. You know why? Because it was just a God-given gift that he had. Just because you got talent don't mean you can teach it. So
He wasn't a good coach. Did he ever be a coach?
No.
Oh, okay.
Heck no. He was
Well,
just
see, with
it.
me-
So like you're a natural
See, with
comedian.
me-
Like did somebody teach
It's
you?
like nobody taught me. It's like all my shit is from experience. I'm telling you shit, the ins and outs of the game from my knowledge, from 25 years of comedy.
25
You know what I'm
years,
saying?
bro.
From 25 years of comedy, like I done seen it all. Like I'm like Peyton Manning in this motherfucking game. You come at me with any play, nigga. I know the blitz coming from the right line, outside linebacker right there. The nigga said blue 22, he coming in. I know all the plays. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it all in the game. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of these guys, a lot of people go to them comedy club, comedy schools and stuff to try to learn comedy, and they learning comedy from niggas who bombing. How you gonna learn comedy from a nigga who ain't funny?
That's
You
what
know
I'm. That's
saying?
what I'm
And, yeah. So I'm trying to like give you an established funny person that's gonna. So if anybody could teach it right, it's a motherfucker who do it right.
Have you had to
know what I'm
tell
saying?
somebody This ain't the
This
job
ain't for you.
This ain't for you.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Do you do that on the Zoom? Hey, bro, this ain't gonna cut it. Or do you hit that private Zoom mode? Bloop. Hey, bro,
Nah, it was. I done had them in my classes. I done had them students that was just like hard to deal with. Like you give them an assignment or some shit, and you gotta tell them like, yo, don't do it this way. Like I used to do writing assignments, right? And one of my students, well, I would give everybody 5 minutes to write about something. I put a subject out, write about this for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm giving y'all 5 minutes. Come back in 5 minutes, and everybody gonna do their shit. So after 5 minutes, everybody writing, everybody in the pen. But one of my students, they going off the head, and they think I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So they coming out, everybody doing their shit that's written, and then they come out doing their shit, and they flowing. I'm like, yo, that is not written. Stop lying. Like that shit. You did not write that shit, yo. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Man.
You flowing right from the head, nigga. Stop playing.
Don't want to follow directions.
Word. So you gotta follow directions in this game, you know, to really.
No, go.
Yeah, to really make it and shit. Like a lot of guys wanna. Oh, I want to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? I try to give you the best way I know how to do it, and once you learn, you could do your own improv and make it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Word up and make it better.
So you doing the sketch comedy show?
Yeah, we're doing sketch comedy. I'm doing a sketch comedy show. I also wrote a movie.
That's
Yeah,
what. All right,
I wrote a movie that I got a dope funny ass movie I'm about to drop. I wrote it like 2 years ago, and I wanted to film it last summer, but that shit, you know, everything got crazy. So
when
I'm trying to film it this summer.
When you writing, are you sitting down with a writing team? Or
Yeah, with my movie, I had a writing team.
Do
It was 3 of us.
Do y'all use Trilby?
Trilby? No, we used what's that shit on the
The hell y'all talking about? I don't know what them tripping. What's that?
I wrote a couple.
we use
back in the day.
what's that shit they use on the
Trilby is a writing app.
yeah, that's a writing app. Now we use the joint from the Apple joint. I forgot the name of that.
The Apple got a
Final
writing.
Draft or something
Final
like that.
Draft, yeah,
For
Final-
real?
Is that Final
Yeah,
Draft?
something
or
like that. I know what you're talking
I
about.
think it's
I
Final
seen-
Draft.
Yeah,
We
I
use
know
that.
that.
I didn't know that's what that was.
Yeah,
for.
that's the joint. It costed like $200 or $300, $400.
So
won't be
if you could
downloading
sit
that.
down with like 3, they could be living or dead, you know, comics to sit down and write with for a sketch comedy, man. Who would you pick?
That's why he my dude. Because I was about to ask you the same.
Okay. Right now,
Right now.
my man Mike Epps,
Okay.
number 1. That's my guy. Probably JB Smooth.
Okay.
That's another guy. My boy Billy Burr.
Bill Burr.
Burr. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Don't know who that is.
What about
Those
Corey
are-
Holcomb?
Corey. Oh God, hell yeah. Corey's like my guy. I had a show with Corey like it was supposed to be a couple of months ago, but I had booked me and some other shit. He wanted me to come up to Maryland. Matter of fact, Maryland, and do 2 shows with him out there, but I couldn't make it. He
You see
called
that?
me to do some
Carl, he got a
see
lot
that?
of heat going on
Yeah,
on
you
that
see
show,
the
man.
5150
That show. That show.
You see the 5150 show? The shit that
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Couple new
Now-
members.
Now, what happened recently?
Man, I'll show you after the show, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Corey,
yeah,
good
yeah.
dude, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Corey Holcomb, whole 5150 show, man. But
Yeah, shout out to my boy, man. Love you, man.
Corey, good dude, man. He, you know what I'm saying? He held us down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We first started this thing out, you know what I'm saying? Like, he held us down. He didn't have to. Like, Corey don't get interviews.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, you look, our platform and probably maybe about one more that ain't Fisher Station got interviews. So, you know, so we forever
Shout
indebted
out
to
to
that
him.
brother, man.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out
my
to
guy.
him, man. So look, man, I ain't trying to hold you too long. I can talk to you all day because it's just so much, man. Your career,
Cool.
like, it's like, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. High school, when I watched Paper Soldiers, everybody in that was relevant at the time. You know what high school meant to you.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
This when you fucking. This when you
Yeah.
your first prom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Nori, all that, man. So I could sit here and talk to you about, you know what I'm saying, the legend that you are. How your career been, man. So tell the people, man, where you going, bro, and how they can tap into you, man.
Where I'm going right now, like I said, I'm going in a straight movie direction right now. I'm trying to get these movies out. I will be doing some new stand-up specials this year, so make sure y'all check that out. I'm gonna do some new stand-up specials this year. I should be doing one in the next 2 to 3 months. I've been working on some new material. I ain't even putting it out yet, but I'm working on some new material for a whole new special for y'all. It's gonna be super duper duper funny. Word up. So make sure y'all check that out. That shit gonna be good. As far as following me and stuff like that, y'all can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. That's Smokey Suarez. I'll be on Clubhouse doing little meetings and stuff too. So y'all on Clubhouse where I want to listen to some more gritty, grindy stories. Follow me on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all gonna see me on the road a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay the fuck out of New York and stay on this road and hit these streets. Word up. New York is popping, but it's like it's closed down right now. Y'all everywhere else out of town is a little bit more open. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all wilding out in New York right now.
New York be wild.
Super
New York is on a different level. So
Niggas
when they
dropping
say, niggas in New York is on a different level. Like when that pandemic hit, yo, let me tell you, nigga, it wasn't no cops in New York. You hear me? The streets, crime was legal.
They was doing
Like,
it was
nigga,
the purge.
Nigga, it was
the purge for days.
Nigga. Niggas was killing niggas like nothing.
Man,
Running up on niggas and doing drive-bys.
Do people still do pickpocketing out there?
Man, they do everything.
Listen, because when I went
whole leg off.
When I went to New York, the people was walking so close to me, like literally. I'm like, yo, God dang, man, you so close.
I used to do that
like,
shit when I was
literally
young.
just walking.
School, man.
That was my
bumping,
hustle. That was one of my
Run
first
up behind
hustles.
him, hit him in the kidney, pull that.
So my homeboy
My
told me, he
first
was like,
hustle
yo,
was pickpocketing.
he
yeah,
told me
word
straight up, he's like, yo, when you go to New York, keep your hands in your pocket.
Yeah.
Pops from Northern State.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just keep your hands in your pocket so you be good, yo.
Yeah, because they'll pickpocket. They hit you with a bump. Somebody will step in front of you, and they'll bump you, and they'll stop you, and somebody hit
So
you
you
from the
can
back.
take some of
Bop.
that pressure off the hip.
You have to
and
take
then
it right
slip
off the
that
hip,
wallet out.
and then slip that wallet right out the back of your shit.
God
Cling.
You out.
I used to do that shit when I was in high school. Y'all was a professional pickpocket.
God
I
dang.
used to be bagging shit.
hustler.
son. Word
Hey,
up.
look.
I was always hustling, nigga. Word up. We was always trying to get a couple of dollars. Man. We not play.
We got to cut that out because the feds is watching these shits now.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's your boy, Jay Hamp, man.
Big Sawyer,
Hey.
man.
Hunnids Podcast. What up, big dog?
Holla at your boy, man.
Hey, man, Smokey Suarez. We out.